Amara Johnson didn't come to Eastwood University to blend in. She came to stand out. With her bold style, big curly hair, and smart mind, she knew she didn't look like most of the students there, and that was fine by her. She grew up in a tough neighborhood where people didn't dream big, but Amara was different. She had goals, confidence, and a heart full of fire. She wanted to prove that she could make it, no matter what. Eastwood was a fancy university, full of students from rich families. Most of them were white, dressed in designer clothes, and talked like they owned the world. Amara didn't care. She had her goals and didn't come here to fit in. But still, it wasn't easy. Her first week was full of awkward moments. She sat in the wrong lecture hall twice, spilled coffee on her new notebook, and accidentally snapped at a professor who interrupted her in class. People stared a lot, not just because she was new, but because she was different. Then came the prank. Someone switched her class presentation slides with a slideshow full of dancing cats and silly memes. Her name was called, she walked up nervously, and boom. Cats in sunglasses filled the screen. The class laughed. She froze. Her hands shook. "Nice moves, Professor Whiskers," someone joked. But then a calm voice from the back said, "Hey, not cool, let her speak." She looked up. It was Liam Carter. He was tall, quiet, and kind of mysterious. Pale skin, green eyes, messy blonde hair. He looked like someone from a movie, and he had just stood up for her. Later that day, he found her in the library. "Sorry about earlier, that was really unfair," he said. She raised an eyebrow. "You mean the cat party?" He smiled. "Yeah, you handled it like a boss, though. Is that what you call freezing like a statue? You didn't run. That's more than most." They laughed, and that was the start of something new. They got paired up for a sociology project the next week. They met in the library, at a tiny coffee shop, and once even under a tree on campus. Liam wasn't like most people she had met at Eastwood. He listened. He didn't try to speak over her. When she talked about racism, about how hard things could be, he didn't act uncomfortable. He asked questions. He wanted to learn. One time, he even admitted, "I used to think color didn't matter, but I was just ignoring it because it was easier." She liked his honesty and his awkward jokes. "You know," he said once, "I don't understand how you always look so calm. I'd be freaking out if people stared at me that much." She chuckled. "Oh, I do freak out. I just do it in style." But soon, things changed. Whispers started. People looked at them differently. Her roommate warned her, "White boys like him, they don't fight for girls like us." Amara didn't want to believe it. One day she found a note under her door. It said, "Stay with your own, before it gets ugly." Her hands shook as she read it, but she didn't tell Liam. Not yet. Then came the dinner invite. Liam asked her to go to a spoken word night off campus. It was chill, full of music and stories. They laughed, shared fries, and when he walked her home, he said, "You're not like anyone I've met." She smiled. "Good different or bad different?" "Real different," he said. But behind the smiles and moments, trouble was growing. Liam's father was a senator, powerful, strict, and deeply conservative. When Liam mentioned Amara at dinner, his father's face turned to stone. "You know better," he said coldly. "This isn't what we raised you for." Liam was torn. His family, his future, everything felt like a wall closing in. And then, just like that, he vanished. Amara waited at the cafe. No message, no call, nothing. 3 days later, she saw him with another girl, smiling like she never existed. Her chest ached, but she stayed quiet until he knocked on her door. "I thought I was protecting you," he said. "By disappearing? My dad gave me a choice. Drop out or drop you." She stared at him. "So you chose silence. I didn't know what else to do. If you want to be with me, you fight. If not, don't come back." He left, again. Weeks passed. Then came the video, a party. Some students, all white, laughing and mocking black students with ugly words. Liam was in the background, not laughing, but not stopping it either. Amara's phone buzzed non-stop. People sent her the clip. She couldn't breathe. She met him the next day. "You were there," she shouted. "I didn't say anything. I didn't know they were recording." You didn't need a camera to do the right thing. She turned and walked away. Liam left campus. No one knew where. Amara stayed. She spoke at rallies. She wrote articles. She found power in her pain. Months later, during a protest, she saw a face in the crowd. It was him, holding a sign. "Silence is violence." After the rally, he walked up. "I left to learn," he said. "I volunteered. I listened. I know I messed up, but I want to be better. Not for you, for me." "I don't need saving," she said. "I know," he replied. "You're the one who saved me." It wasn't a movie ending, no kisses in the rain, no sudden forgiveness. They talked, slowly, honestly. They rebuilt, as friends first, then something more. They still faced judgment, online hate, angry parents, but they also found allies, people who believed in change. Because love isn't about being perfect. It's about learning, growing, and standing up, together. In a world that tried to draw lines, they chose to cross them and rewrite the story. Wah.